Hello. Okay, hello booktubing world. It is I, Capri Nicole, and I'm back with another video. So I think I'm gonna turn this light out back here. So I'm filming this at night, so I'm not sure if anyone is bothered by the dark ambiance, but hopefully my shirt brightens it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying. So today we have a little bit of a book haul. I didn't even count how many books I have. So we have 24 books. Damn, I wish I had one more to make it 25. Oh well, it's okay. So if you are new here, welcome to the island. My name is Capri Nicole. I make bookish content. Please subscribe if you like long form content and bad videos. You know what I'm saying? It's just a perfect mix. But today we have a book haul. So I have come upon a lot of books, and 90% of them were gifted to me. So thank you. Thank you to my man. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you to my man. But if you're new here and you don't know, when it comes to me, you're gonna hear about all the books, okay? Not just the physical ones, like the audio books, the Kindle books. I talk about all of them. If I'm paying for a subscription, you are going to hear about these books. So we're gonna start off the video with audiobooks. I have 4 audiobooks. I have 11 KU books, and then I have 9 physical books. So let's get into the video. So I have full audiobooks. So the audiobooks that I want to talk about, number 1 is God Killer. I'm really excited to read this. I was happy to see that Scribd had it on their platform because I've been wanting to pick this one up. I love the cover. I've heard a few people talk about it, and I think it's following the main character whose job it is to kill gods, but then she runs into a god that she can't kill, and he's the god of white lies. So I love books that focus on gods or religion or anything. Hey, stop with the fighting. What is wrong with y'all? So I love books that have anything that involves gods or politics or religion or anything like that. I like the twists and turns that authors like to do with those types of things. So I'm interested to see what this book is about, and I might be picking it up soon. I did start the audiobook a little bit, but I might have to restart it because I was kind of zoning out. So I'm starting that one tomorrow. I'm really excited to get to it. The next book that I have, child, everybody been talking about this book. It's Divine Rivals. This is also on Scribd, which I'm surprised by because y'all know Scribd is quick to snatch up some books. Like once you save them and start listening to too many good books, they snatch them books up and then they tell you can listen to it next month. So I don't know how many of these new books they're gonna let me listen to, but I'm gonna try my damnedest, okay? So that one is Divine Rivals, and this one is following, I think it's following like 2 different main characters that are separated by time, but they're connected through letters, and the gods in their world are currently at war, but they're communicating through letters unintentionally, because I think the female main character was writing to her brother and the male main character ended up picking up the letter and has been writing to her since. So they formed some type of friendship and then, you know, relationship, romance, whatever. Child, the readers love books with letters in them, okay? They they eat down on a book that predominantly follows the plot point of letters being involved. I have not read any books that have letters in them that I've actually liked. I don't think that's really a big thing for me, but I've heard really good things about this, so I'm interested to see if the hype is worth it, and why not try on an audiobook. Third book that I have is another popular book that I've been seeing a lot from a very popular, well-deserved popular author, and that's Elizabeth Acevedo, and this book is family lore. So from my understanding, excuse me, it's crackhead hour in my house, so my kittens are running around like psycho. So if you hear them running and fighting and flipping around, whatever, they like each other, I promise. They're just brother and sister, so that's how it be. But family lore, from my understanding, is following generations of different types of magic, and I love Elizabeth Acevedo's writing, so I'm interested to see how she writes about familial bonds through magic, through generations. Like, I love books that follow different generations, so I'm interested to see how it goes. I've heard some mixed reviews, not gonna lie, I've heard some mixed reviews about this book, but everyone's reading experience is different. Reading is subjective, so if someone else didn't like it, it doesn't mean I won't like it, so why not give it a try? And the fourth book that I have in this section is the second book in a series that follows TJ Young, and it's the TJ Young series. I read the first one. I really enjoyed it. It's basically following the main character who is going to a magical swamp school in New Orleans, and it just is so cool. Like, it just was so much fun. Their magical abilities are tied to the Orishan gods, and there's like a war going on. It was fun. Like, I loved the first book. I really enjoyed it. I listened to it on audiobook, and I highly recommend the audiobooks because there is different sound effects. The voice actors did a really good job, and there's also like sound effects like cars or horns honking or, you know, sneakers running or whatever. It adds that little sound effect to makes it feel like a movie almost, and it just is fun. Anything involving magic is always really fun. Anything involving magic with sound effects is always going to be fun, so I highly recommend that, and I'm excited to read the second one, especially the way the first book left off. I need to know what's going on, child. Okay, now we're gonna grab my Blossom, which is my Kindle. We named her Blossom on the island. If you're not part of the island, then you should join. You know what I'm saying? We be having fun up here. So this is Blossom, my Kindle, and on here, child, we have so many books. I have 11 books. Some of them I've talked about before, but a lot of them I've added recently that are newer, so I'm excited to talk about them. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so the first one that I have is Holding Back the Years, and this one is basically following the main character who is currently going back to her hometown, and she sparks up this one night stand with someone in town, and then it turns into like a more romantic relationship. There's secrets involved and stuff like that. The description, honestly, I'm not gonna hold you. When it comes to synopsis, I skim because I don't be wanting to know everything, and these synopses just keep getting longer, but that is the basis of what this book is following. It's a romance book, so that's what this book is following, and the cover is really cute, so I'm excited to read this one. I haven't seen too many covers that are green, so this one is just really cute to me. I'm excited to pick it up, you know what I'm saying, when I get back in the romance mood, because right now I'm not in the romance mood. I'm in a fantasy mood, and some of these books are collecting dust, but it's okay. Speaking of romance, the next book that I have is Collide. I ain't gonna hold you, I did add this to my Kindle specifically based off of the cover. The cover is adorable, and it's a hockey romance, and that's basically all I know it's about. Like, on Instagram, I saw the tag words on Instagram, and I think it's like they're rivals, like they don't like each other. It's a hockey romance with the captain of the hockey college team, and I think she's like an academic, so she's supposed to be like helping him with a paper or something to that extent. I think it sounds cute. I think there's not much plot, it's more vibes in this book, so you know, sometimes you just want to enjoy something that's just fun. Everything don't have to be so deep in plot, so I'm excited to pick this one up and see how it is. Now we're gonna move on to fantasy romance. The first one that I have is Forged by Magic, and this one is following a main character that is like banished or like trapped. She's not banished, she's trapped inside of this enchanted tower, and in order to win her freedom back, she has to go to this faraway island to get dragon magic or learn about dragon magic, and she ends up going there or trying to go there. I think her ship either wrecks before she gets there or wrecks when she gets there, and she ends up meeting this guy and they fall in love, and it's just very, it seems very cute. The cover is cute too. Like, a lot of these KU books I've added to my library specifically based off of the cover, but the cover is very adorable, and I don't know, it seems simple. I do be wishing some of these books were a little bit shorter, because some of these sound so fun, and then I look at the page count and it's like 300, 400, 500 pages, and I'm just like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Some of these books just need to be shorter, but I'm still excited to pick it up and see what the magical vibes are. You know what I'm saying? The next book that I have is Blood and Steel, and I don't know what this book is about. I'm not gonna hold you, but my girl Rachel from Raven Hair Reader read this book, and she said that it was recommended, or the tag words were, if you like what is it, child? Silver whatever. Where's she at? Okay, here she goes. It was said, if you really enjoy A Court of Silver Flames, which is Nesta's book, then you will really... Ooh, I didn't know I tabbed this. Okay, these tabs are ugly, but we ain't gonna talk about that. So if you enjoyed A Court of Silver Flames, then you will really enjoy Blood and Steel. So those have been the tag words for that, and you don't gotta say no more, because I'm a Nesta girl. You know what I'm saying? Nesta is my girl. I'm a Nesta apologist. I'm not gonna apologize for that. She had the best character development. She wasn't annoying like Feyre. She had a little bit of attitude. I was interested to see her dig out of the darkness. She just was a very complex character, and everybody just don't understand how complex she is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. I'm a Nesta girl. So if you say it's similar to the vibes in that book, you don't gotta say no more. I'm already locked in. So I added that to my Kindle immediately. Okay, the next book that I have on here I found on TikTok, and it is Vicious Bond. So this one is basically following the main character who has the ability to listen to someone else. There's these two characters, Willow and Kaz, and Willow and Kaz have been able to communicate to each other their entire lives, and they don't know why, up until Willow ends up somehow in Kaz's world, and now they get to know each other. There's a lot of banter, there's a lot of rivalry. Like, anything that involves banter, sign me up. And anything that involves like talking through their minds, like I've read so many books where it's like characters communicate through their minds, and they, you know, they've always been around each other, they know each other from the inside out. I think I really like that plot, so I'm interested to see how this one is. It's very well loved on TikTok, child, so we gonna see. Ooh, the next one I'm really excited about. So the next one is The Orc Prince, and I have not read any books that have an orc in it, and I'm just trying to get into my fantasy bag. The cover is eating, okay? The cover is eating. We got a black main character. You don't gotta say no more, baby. I added that to my Kindle so quick because I was doing a little bit of a scrolling on TikTok looking for new Kindle books, and when I saw this cover, immediately added it. I don't know what the hell it's about. I don't care. All I know is a black main character, and I like the cover. Say no more. It's a fantasy romance. I don't think I need to know in depth what it's about, but it's gonna follow these two. You don't gotta say no more. You know what I'm saying? I'll let y'all know how it is once I read it. So the next book I was gonna read in a recent vlog, which I will link up here, even though I didn't end up reading it, but it is House Witch, and this is a fantasy book. It's following a main character that is a royal cook, and he's very mysterious. He has a familiar that is a little kitten, and no one knows much about where he came from, his background, nothing. But apparently he has very powerful magical abilities, and there's a lot of mystery tied into this book. There's a lot of unknown, there's a lot of magic, there's a lot of secrets being unfolded, and I'm interested to see what it's about, but it's long. For some reason I thought this book was like 200 pages. Levi, please. For some reason, why y'all wait until I'm not looking at you to do some more stupid? I don't know why I thought this book was like 200 pages, but when I checked and it said like 500 pages, baby, what is it about? I thought Kindle books were supposed to be short. So when I saw that page count, I just got completely turned off. But maybe I'll pick it up someday, I don't know. But if it's something you got time to read, then go for it. Let me know how it is. I don't know when I'm gonna get to that one, okay? But it's on my TBR, and it's in my library, so I thought I'd share it. The next book that I have is a horror book, and it's the only horror book, but it is a short, wait, I didn't even say what the name of it is. Okay, so the next one that I have is We Can Never Leave This Place, and this is by, I think his name is Eric LaRocca, and he writes horror books. I think I've read, is it 3? I've read 2. No, I've read 2 of his horror books. The first one that I read was a short story collection. Second one that I read was a short story collection, and this one I think is also a short story collection. These covers really eat. These covers really eat down. The last one that I read, things have gotten worse since we last spoke in Other Misfortunes. I really enjoyed it, so I wanted to pick this one up next. This one's short, thank God. thank God. So this this one is short. I'm interested to see how it is. I really enjoy his writing. I like his writing style a lot. It's very vivid, it's very poetic, it's very dark, very twisty. So I'm excited to pick that one up. Okay. Ooh, we getting into dark romance. We getting into dark romance. Okay, we getting into dark romance. Okay, next section, dark romance. So the first one, we're gonna kick it off with a book that I have talked about in almost all my videos. Embarrassing. Are you not embarrassed, sister? Because I still have not read it yet.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
And it is Obsidian Feathers. Now this one, I don't really know much of what it's about. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the tag words because I ain't read the synopsis because I don't want to know. Like, they just be giving too much away. So I'm gonna tell you all the tag words. Heavy in culture, heavy and toxic family issues. There's a lot of shape-shifting, werewolves. It's dark, it's twisted, and it's romantic. Those are the tag words. And I think it's following like indigenous people. That's it. I don't need to know anything else. The cover eats. The tag words are buzzing, buzzing, buzzing. You got my attention. Say less, okay? I don't want to read the synopsis. I don't feel like there needs to be a synopsis read. I feel like those tag words explain enough. You know what I'm saying? If any of those sound interesting to you, then pick that up. Honestly, I've been seeing really good reviews. I've been seeing really good reviews of this book over on Instagram. So if you want to pick it up, then I suggest picking it up. Probably get to it before I do, Jill. The next one that I have is Cindered Glass, and this one I didn't read the synopsis either, but I saw it on TikTok, and it basically is a Cinderella retelling that is extremely dark, and the cover eats. Yeah, the cover eats. So you see a trend going on in this video, me buying books specifically based off of their cover. Then you're right, I am shallow when it comes to books. Yeah, so sue me. So this cover eats. I added it to my library immediately. I'm interested to see what it's about. I've heard really good things about it. I've heard about this book a lot, but I haven't read it yet. But it's in my library as we speak, so we will see if the time will come when I finally pick it up. Okay, I will let y'all know when I read it. Okay, last book that I have for the Kindles is Her Soul to Take, and this one I have also talked about in a recent video. I just never got to read it, and I'm pretty sure it's just, oh, I have the tag words. The tag words I stole from Mina's review, and she said that it follows a goth bimbo Velma lookalike and her hot demon boyfriend. I mean, that should be the synopsis in itself. That right there is the synopsis. You don't need to tell me anything else. I don't give a shit about anything else that's going on, but I know this is in a series and the girlies love this series, so I'm trying to get into it. I think like the second or third book is more loved. I think the first one just is like the Kickstarter, but further into the series the books supposedly get better, so we'll see. I'll be the judge of that. We'll see if it gets better. We'll see. So those are all the books that I have for Kindle. Now the next section, oh god, next section we have is physical. Next section I have is physical. You see this? It feels like so many more books than I have, but I think it's because the books are thick. So I think I'm gonna start with the books that I've already talked about, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna start with those books that I've already talked about and I have already read, and then we'll just dwindle on down. The first two books we have right here are romance books. This one is One Last Job, which I have already read. I really enjoyed this one, but it did push me over into the super sweet factor, and it pushed me out of romance because it just was so damn sweet. Nothing wrong with that, because I love seeing my black girls get loved on, getting this love they deserve, and it was a beautiful moment. But it did make me not want to read any more romance, because I was like, this is sweet enough. It gave me enough sweetness for romance, and I was like, I'm good. I don't need to read any more romance for now. But I really did enjoy this. This one follows the main character. What's her name? Amber? Yeah, it follows what's his name? Finn? Yeah. It follows the main character. Her name is Amber, and she is an interior designer in the UK, you know what I'm saying? And Finn is the I think he's like a project manager. He's like the project manager of this really well-known company. I think they're opening a bar or a restaurant or something like that, a lounge in the UK, and he's getting her help in regards to the interior design. And they kind of bump heads at first because she walks by him as he's having a conversation on the phone with someone, and he's basically bashing her job, saying like, I don't see why it's so much money, all they're gonna do is fluff some damn pillows, like what is the big deal? And he doesn't know that she overhears his conversation. So the first time they meet, she's just like dry, like she has an attitude. She's not really trying to warm up to him. She just giving very simple pleasantries, and that's it. She ain't trying to get to know him, and he's intrigued and wondering why she's being so rude. Like, what happened, sister? So yeah, he gets to know her more. He gets to see the depths of her job and the extent that she has to go to get her job done. And he quickly bites his tongue. And this, honestly, this book was so well crafted. I really enjoyed the deep dive in her job as interior designer. I enjoyed the deep dive in his job as well, and his anxieties around that. I enjoyed the way that the characters helped each other grow. She was too much of a workaholic, he was too much of a workaholic. They kind of eased each other out, and I just loved how he loved on her. Like, I just love how he loved on her. Like, it just was so cute. Like, in the beginning, she was like, she didn't want to be around him, and she left the office because they were working in the same office. He went and bought bean bags for them to share, and he got her lunch every day, but she would not go in the office still. But he respected her space. But it just was very cute. It was very cute. I really recommend it. I'm excited to read other books by this author. I think she has 2 other books in the series. I think this is the 2nd one, so I'm excited to read the other ones. I think she has another one coming out on the 30th that seems interesting. What in the world? That seems interesting, and it follows, I think it follows the main character's best friend's brother, and the covers are cute. So I'm excited to read more from this author. Really, really good. Highly recommend it. The next one that I have is Wildflower Child. We're reading this for my book club. I'm almost done with it. I have this much left. So yeah, I think everybody knows what this book is about, but it's basically following a main character who is, she a homie hopper. Like, let's just put it blankly. She's a homie hopper, and she be hopping and hippity hopping through the whole basketball team. And it's really based off of her own issues that she has emotionally that she's not dealing with. Daddy issues, child. Daddy issues. So she's just sleeping around, doing the absolute most, and then she decides that this summer she's gonna go back to this camp that she went to as a child, and she's gonna work there and just lay low. She's really just trying to get her life together, trying to turn over a new leaf. She's trying to restart because she just been doing a little bit too much. Then we have the other main character. His name is Russ, and he's no longer working at the bar that he used to work at because the bar ends up closing down. So he gets a job to be a counselor at the same camp that she works at, but they had a one-night stand, child. So they don't know the other person gonna be there, and when they show up, it's just like, oh boy. So they're both going there to kind of like break away from like the norms of their life, and the last time they saw each other, it was a one-night stand. So this is their little romance book. So far, so good. I really enjoy the conversations around toxic family, and just the deep dives of emotions in this book is really well done. So far so good. But like I told y'all, I'm not in a romance mood right now, so I'm chugging through. That's all I can say. The next book that I have is a book that I have been wanting physically so damn bad, and it is American Royalty. I think I gave this book 5 stars. From what I remember, I think I gave this book 5 stars. I listened to it on audiobook. I hated the narrator for the male narrator. When he narrated the female main character, it just aggravated the hell out of me. But other than that, child, I really enjoyed the book. It basically is following this main character who is a rapper in America, and the prince who is going to be doing a concert for public service, basically to zhuzh up the people to accept and love the royal family again, because they're really feeling like they don't really need them. So they're they're kind of trying to revamp that love for the royal family. And he's asked to pick an artist, and he hasn't been around the royal family. He's been a professor. He's kind of been laying low, and he doesn't really know much about like music. So he just picks some random person. Like he picks someone random, and it ends up being a rapper. Like she just gives me Meg Thee Stallion vibes. So just think Meg Thee Stallion and the Prince. Like it was good. I loved it. I loved the first one. I read the second one. I didn't really like it that much, but I loved the first one. The first one ate. Really enjoyed it. So I'm excited to be able to annotate that. So next one we have, child, I'm scared. It is Magnolia Parks, and this is a well-beloved book in the book community, child. And the only reason I bought this was because I saw those new covers that were rolling out, and I said absolutely not. I was nervous about whether or not I'm gonna like this book, but these covers, it's just something about these covers. They're just like, they have like that tacky it's like tacky cute. It's just the most random shit on this cover, but it really just eats. And when I saw those new covers, I said absolutely not, hell no. So I've been purchasing. I purchased, I think, the first two. I have this one, and then Daisy, whoever, child, the blue one. So these books are really big in print, like very large. Like the cover just eats. Why would they change this? The cover really does eat. Like I just love the back with the pictures and stuff. I don't know why they're changing this. I wish they need to give it a break. I don't really know what this book is about. I just know that everyone says it gives Gossip Girl vibes and it follows a really toxic couple. That's all I know about it, and I don't want to know anything else. I have ideas for this book and how I'm gonna read it, but we'll see, child. We will see if that actually ends up happening. Get out of my blinds. So we have that one. Next one that we have, it's not the cool cover. Oh yeah, it has those little snake in there. Next one that we have is Ninth House. I know exactly what video I'm gonna do with this book, and I'm excited for it. I had the second, well, my boyfriend, my man ended up buying, he bought me both of them, because he bought me the second one first, and then he didn't know that it was a series. So he got me this one next. So yeah, Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. Everybody know what this book is about, child. I'm not giving a synopsis for this, but the cover eats. In person, because I've seen the cover on a lot of book hauls, but in person this really does eat. Like the snake is kind of like hidden in between the letters. Yeah, I like that. And then the inside, you know what I'm saying? So I know exactly what video I'm gonna do for this, but excited to read that. And then we dwindling down to the last four, child. Okay, so we got this one, No Gods, No Monsters. I think I heard Jesse from Jesse on YouTube talk about this book, and this is basically following the main character whose brother ends up getting killed by the police in a police brutality incident. And when this happens, slowly but surely the city starts coming alive and monsters start revealing themselves, and it gets really dark and twisted and crazy. So that's what I know about this book. I don't know much else. So I don't remember knowing it was about police brutality, because I tend to steer away from those types of books. But Levi, what do you want? Why are you what are you doing? Boy, go on now. Okay, yeah, I tend to steer away from those types of books, but I am interested to see the darkness in the city and see how that comes alive. Interested to see what that's all about. So I've heard good things about it. We'll see if I enjoy that. Ooh, the stack is getting high. Okay, next one we have Sirens and Muses. This cover is so beautiful. I'm just gonna read you the little paragraph here. It says, 4 artists are drawn into a web of rivalry and desire at an elite art school on the streets of New York. That's it. Those are the tag words. I think every single synopsis should be exactly that long. One sentence. If you can't sum it up in one sentence, you can't pitch it in one sentence, we don't need it. Stop giving us these long synopses. Okay, next book. Levi is in my lap, child. Sir, get down, please. Thank you. Okay, look at this. Can we take a moment? My God, look at that. Ooh. Nah, we need a close-up. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Can y'all see? Can y'all see that? Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Ooh, look at the back. Y'all see that? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Look at that. Beautiful. Paradise Kiss. This is the 20th anniversary edition. I don't even know what the hell that means. I just simply wanted it because, like, the fashions. She got a passion for fashion, child. She got a passion for fashion. That's the only reason why I got this book. Like, just the covers, the end papers, all of that, how thick it is. I don't even know anything else. I'm pretty sure this is following a fashionista, and she goes to a fashion school, and she ends up falling for like the popular guy that's there. I'm pretty sure, yeah, following Yukari through the looking glass journey as she is drawn into the world of fashion by a group of passionate young aesthetics who are determined to make their couture label a success, with Yori as their muse. So she's like the muse for this up-and-coming couture company. And it says, admittedly, the premise of Paradise Kiss sounds like an improbable schoolyard fantasy. Ordinary girl falls for the glamorous fashion prodigy, then enters an alternative hipster universe, but the emotions are real. A message of individualism is also clear to see in the art style. That's what I'm excited for, the art style, because I feel like this is just gonna eat. Like, when I saw this cover and when I read what the synopsis was about, I was like, you know what, I just know this is gonna eat. And I think this is like, I can't remember if this is the same author that wrote Nana, pretty sure, or they have like similar vibes. So excited to pick this up. We have the final book, Save the Best for Last. I'm looking around to make sure I didn't miss any. If we did, oh well, child. It'll be in the next book haul. Save the Best for Last. I have not seen anyone talk about this book, so I'm excited to bring it to light. Look at this. Yeah, let's look at that. Yeah, let's look at that, shall we? Like, Starlight Bender, say less. Like, do you see this cover? I don't care if this is about her laying in the bed for 16 hours with a cover like this. Nothing else matters. Like, I found this on Amazon. I was doing a little bit of research, child, you know what I'm saying? And this one is all I know is it's following a main character who has the magical ability to control stars and starlight. That's different. To me, she different. Like, you know how men be like caking on the phone with you? The ones that you know be lying, and they be like, you're like, what do you like about me? What do you like about me? I don't know, you just different. She just different. I'm just caking on the phone with her, letting her know, you just different. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just something about you. You just different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm excited to pick this one up. I really hope it eats, because I would love to brag about this damn book. It's looking a little long, because I hate when pages do that. When pages are covered from the top, the tippity top of the page to the bottom of the page, like full page, no breaks. I don't like that. But I am really hoping that I enjoy this, because if it eats, then I can tell everybody and their mother to read this book. And I mean, why would you not want to? Look at that. Ooh. Yeah. I'm so glad this is gracing my shelves. It's just so beautiful. Like, look at the little sparkles on her nose and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, I'm really hoping this eats, because I want to just talk about it. I'm hoping it eats. I'm really hoping. So that's it. I think that's all the books. Those are all the books. We talked about audiobooks, we talked about Kindle books, we talked about physical books. You know what I'm saying? We covered all the bases. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section below any of the books that you immediately added to your TBR as soon as I talked about them, or if you've read any of these books, if you've seen any of these books. Also let me know in the comment section below something that you've done this week that has made you happy. Please cherish the time you have. Like, I don't want to get too deep at the end of this video, but work, material things, everyday life, it's gonna just keep flowing. But please make sure you take time to yourself to enjoy the small things in life, to save some of your money. I say as I'm doing a book haul. Hey, I ain't pay for these. Save your money and cherish your loved ones. Like, even if, like, for instance, me and my mom are going to get smoothies this weekend and going for a walk in the park. Please cherish your loved ones. Like, life is so crazy and unexpected. Weeks, months, years go by and you don't do anything but be on your phone. Like, I don't want to be too preachy at the end of this, but please cherish your loved ones. Find ways to connect with your loved ones, spend time with your loved ones, even if it's a quick phone call, you know what I'm saying? Do something, okay? But nevertheless, I'm getting off topic. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, let me know in the comment section below something you did this week that made you happy, or something that you have coming up this week that you're excited about. If you made it to the end of this video, please leave this emoji right here, so I know that you made it to the end. And I will see. Oh, let me show y'all my little pumpkin. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. It's so cute. I named her Piff. I was gonna name her Poof, but I named her Piff. It's just so cute. I love her. Adorable. Look at the little fuzz. Look at her little fuzzy hair. Oh my god, I just love cute things. I love cute things so much. So that's it. That's all I have for this video. I'm trying to ramble on, child. We ain't nothing else to talk about. All right, thank you guys for watching. Always remember, read a book, keep your life interesting, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.